What's up, guys? I'm Dylan from Those Metal Guys. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to adjust your guitar or bass. Now, if you buy a guitar online or from a friend, it's probably going to need some adjusting. Or even if you buy it from a music store, you're probably going to have to make a couple adjustments if you play in any tuning other than E. Now, today I'm going to walk you through the steps of adjusting your neck, your string height, and your intonization. None of this stuff is hard, but it's important for you to know so that way you can keep your guitar or bass sounding great. For today's video, I'm going to be using my Epiphone Les Paul Custom and my ESP LTD B405 SM. Now, most of the steps are going to be the same whether you're working on a bass or a guitar, but using these two, I can show you some of the small differences you may run into between different guitar manufacturers. The truss rod is a rod that goes down the center of the neck and allows you to make small adjustments in order to keep your neck straight. The first thing you're going to want to do is look down the neck and see if your neck is curved. A neat little trick to help you out with that is to hold down the 1st fret and the 12th fret of any string. This will help you see if the neck is curved. What you're going to be looking for is either the neck to be curving away from the strings or curving towards the strings. If you do find a curve in your neck, the next thing you're going to have to do is take off the truss rod cover, if your guitar has one. Once the cover's off, you're going to need an Allen key to adjust the truss rod. If your neck is curving away from the strings, you're going to want to tighten the nut just a little bit. If it's curving towards the strings, you're going to want to loosen the nut just a little bit. Now, if your neck has an extreme curve to it, you don't want to adjust it too much at once. Just do a little bit, then let it acclimate for a few days, and then do a little bit more. If you do too much at once, it can cause a lot of damage to the neck. Now we're going to adjust the action, or the string height. Now if you look at my bass, each string has its own adjustment for the height. And if you look at my guitar, the entire bridge moves up and down, adjusting all the strings at once. Now the whole idea here is to get the strings as low as you can without having fret buzz. There's all kinds of information out there about using a ruler and adjusting it at the 12th fret to be at a certain height. But what I like to do is just slide a dime underneath the 12th fret and then lower the strings until they touch the dime. Another way to do it is to just lower the string, pluck it, lower the string, pluck it, and keep doing that until you start to hear some fret buzz. Once you hear the fret buzz, raise it back up a little. Now if your guitar is set up like my Les Paul, where all the strings move up together, you're going to have to do it at the bottom string and then the top string, and you're done. If it's like my bass here, you're going to have to do each string individually. It's really not a big deal. Now we'll move on to intonation. Now the reason you want to intonate your guitar is so that when you hit a note, it'll actually play the right note. On the Les Paul, the adjusters are right here in front of the bridge, and they move these little pins back and forth. On the ESP, they're here in the back, and they move this whole saddle back and forth. The whole process is pretty straightforward. The first thing you do is plug your tuner in and make sure your guitar is in tune. Once you're sure it's in tune, you press down on the 12th fret and play the note. If the note at the 12th fret is the same as when the string is open, you're good to go. If it's a little flat, you adjust the saddle forward. If it's a little sharp, you adjust the saddle back. Anytime you make an adjustment, you retune and recheck until the notes match. Once the notes match, you repeat all the steps for each of the other strings. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Now we have new music coming very soon, and you don't want to miss it. So make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Alright guys, see you later.